Ooh, loser. Anything there I want to take?
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Regan's just chilling, just playing some video games, probably playing some
Did you
Fortnite.
start? Oh, we started.
I did start the recording. You all right?
Frick. Matthew, why did you just? I'm not even ready. I'm not even dressed.
It's unfortunate.
Golly. All right, here we go. Oh, we already started. I didn't even. Shit. All right, here we go. Peach. Matthew, it's good seeing you, man. It's been a while.
It's freaking good seeing you as well, man. It's freaking good seeing you.
We're
You got a
freaking at
freaking
it, dude.
haircut?
Yeah, dude. Freaking got a haircut today. How's it look?
Must be nice to be able to get off at 3:00.
I
Must
didn't
be
get off
real
at 3 actually
nice.
today. I got off at 4:15.
Sure you did.
But it must be nice to start at like
Sure you
9
did.
a.m.
Nope. Started at 8:30.
Oh man.
So you're
I
off.
started at
You're
7.
wrong.
Man.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Yeah, I'll worry about you. Friggin' worry about you all the friggin' time.
Oh man.
Well, it's been a while. It's been a while, dude.
It's been a long day
Say-
without you, my friend.
So Matthew, you went to Texas. We're live. We're live and we're live. Okay, I just want to make sure we're freaking going at it. There's that. And Matthew, how was Texas?
Texas was good. It was good.
Real quick. Can you turn up your microphone? I can barely hear you.
Shut up.
I'm serious. I'm being serious.
I can't turn it up any higher. It's literally the highest
really?
it is. I think
Oh.
you got to turn me up.
I might have to turn you up then. I just feel like I'm really loud then. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe you're just really loud.
Or you
Like,
just
are you listening
need to
to
get
the
a new
stream?
What?
Are you listening to the stream while we
No,
talk, or are you just not really? Wow.
I'm listening to it right now.
Oh my gosh. I accidentally just called Dan Clipperton.
Dude, you did? Oof. How are you going to explain that one, dude?
I don't know how I called Dan Clipperton. I just looked up at my phone and it was me calling Dan Clipperton.
Oh man. Well, we got some things to talk about, dude.
Yeah. Let me talk about this first before you start freaking talking about that.
Okay, we'll go.
Yeah.
I'm freaking waiting.
Let's just freaking talk about it, man. Let's just freaking talk about it. Let's just lay it out there.
Man.
Go ahead.
Put it out
Go
there.
ahead.
Put it all out there.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
you
go
talk
ahead.
All this
you're
mad
the one
freaking
that
crap.
Talk about
well,
it.
we're freaking. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about fantasy for a second. First things first. Riley, appreciate you. All right.
Yeah.
I got my forgiveness. All right. So I don't know if he's listening to this, but I appreciate it. He said I got forgiven. So that's good. You know what I was getting frustrated about was that I got an email chain from our fantasy league saying that I lost a pick because I didn't send in one of our emails that we sent when I did.
It's true. You did send it.
And I did. And nobody ever told me that it has to be Saturday nights at midnight. No one. Not one person. And then everybody else wants to gang up on me at making me. Oh, well, why did you just read? Nowhere in the email did it ever say.
I think there was only one person that in the
One
group
person,
chat.
I know, but when you get people ganging up on you because I wasn't informed on the rule, um, yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. So
No,
going
I feel
into a
you.
brand new league where there's already established people, established rules, you're already behind. And everybody just expects you to do exactly how the rules say without even being told the rules.
Oh, Matthew, don't worry. Um, just you know what this is what's so good about fantasy football. Okay, this is
What?
what makes fantasy football so good, and it's that I can hold grudges against people, and it's okay. You can hold grudges against people in fantasy football, and it
True.
is the soft and easily you can use whatever you want. And it's SmackDown, man. It is freaking SmackDown. And
It's true.
I learned through the same individual that sent you the message, um, that you can really bring up anything and you're there's no repercussions except for the one person leaving the league because he's a little butthurt. But that's it. That's how it is.
Wait,
That's how
somebody
it is.
left because they were butthurt?
Yeah, dude. They
Who's
were
that?
butthurt. That they were
You got to
butthurt,
speak
man.
names.
What?
You got to speak names. Who are you
Ah,
talking about?
I don't know if I'm gonna speak names on the podcast. I'll speak names on the chats, the group chats.
Mm.
But
Mm.
I will say, you he's the one that messaged you yesterday. Was saying all that crap in our
He
group chat.
quit.
He quit because
When did he quit?
he quit like 2 years ago,
And then he came back.
and then he came back,
What a loser.
and now, well, he's saying now he can take a joke. Um, oh man, coming
Yeah, it
off
doesn't
them
sound like he
Eagles.
could take a very good joke,
Well, he
personally,
can dish it. That's for sure. I will say he can dish it, but sometimes he
but he
just
can't
can't
take it.
take it. You know, he can dish it, but
Mm.
he can't whatever it's called.
Dude, that is so good. So good.
I mean, like, dude, yeah. um, dude, I am so pissed in one of my other league that I've got freaking Josh Allen and Dak Prescott. And guess who I started? Dak
Who'd you?
Prescott. And guess how many points he got me? 5.7 out
Nothing.
of the projected 22.5. Golly, he was so pissed off about that. And I mean, it's the first week of playoffs for fantasy football. Um, I have got 50 points sitting in my bench with four players on my that could actually produce me points. The amount of points
Mm.
my actual starters got me, a total of seven players, seven versus my four, 89.9, 90 points. Jamar
Mm.
Chase, trash. Well, he went out, so he couldn't. Freaking DeAndre Hopkins, friggin' trash. Dalton Kincaid, who's been solid the whole year, who's been nothing but solid for me. And then the one day he's like, nope, I'm not going to make any catches.
Take the gas pedal off. We're gonna do it in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
I don't want to do that. It's no, and
I
he
hate
only,
football now.
oh,
I hate this sport now.
I don't want to. And then freaking,
How
I mean,
dare
the only players that really did something for me,
you?
obviously, was Christian McCaffrey and Deontay
Mm.
Johnson. Those are the only two players that did.
Deontay Johnson.
I guess Jalen
One that
Warren
you're just
kind of
like,
did.
hmm.
I mean, and Deontay Johnson's not even that good. But luckily, though, in our league, I freaking killed it with freaking. That's not. I want you. Freaking killed it with Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, who else? Devonte Adams and Jason Sanders. And in our league, you can really score off of freaking kickers. Kickers can score you some freaking points.
Kickers
And
can. Whoever
Kickers
had
can.
Aubrey from Dallas.
Mm,
Oh man,
dude.
whoever
Well, I
got
don't think.
him,
Yeah,
lucky.
he didn't. Not this last. I think Riley has him, but pretty sure Riley has him. But this last game, I don't think he did that well. Yeah, he only got in 6. But the previous game, 29 points for him. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, dude.
hmm.
Solid. And you are no longer in, probably no longer in the race for the toilet bowl, the loser bowl,
Oh, I
whatever.
just beat. I just beat. What's his name?
Let me see
Your
who
brother?
you. Yeah, Shiny Boy. He might. He might have to write. Oh wait, no, that doesn't matter anymore. Riley's writing his
Who's
emails. Jeez, 60. He's projected to get 62. You know what? Be
so
really.
here's the quick question. So at the end of the season, we got to look at the league, by the way,
Okay.
because standings. Let me pull up the standings here. By the end of the season,
Mm-hmm.
whoever is the last place has to do like a challenge or something.
Yeah, so the person who it loses in the consolation bracket, on the playoff bracket, it's not necessarily at the end of the regular season. I think you meant by yeah, I think I know what you meant, but like the loser, because like this week it looks like Brian's gonna lose, Sean's gonna lose, and Colonel Bijan Mustard's gonna lose,
Colonel Bijan Mustard.
and I think so. Yeah.
So I'm gonna beat.
So you're no longer in the talks for the loser.
How? I just won.
Yeah, you're no longer in it because you don't want to be the biggest loser, Matthew. You want to
Oh, I thought
win.
that was like the losers consolation is what I'm talking
Oh
about.
no, no,
The
no.
winner
I
of the
meant like
losers.
so the
The
losers
winners of the
are
losers.
yeah, the losers are technically kind of the winners, but they're losing because they're one
I
step
just don't want to
closer.
be last because whoever the biggest loser is, they have to do
Yeah,
a
but you're no
challenge.
yeah, yeah, they'll do that, but if you win this week, you won't be the biggest loser.
Oh, good. Wouldn't that be freaking ironic if I come in 1-2, I get a crap team chosen for me. I spend $20 to be in this to
Just to be
lose.
no, I so let me look at the playoffs right now because it's Brian, Sean, and then Michael. And so I think I kind of hope, nothing against. Oh, hi.
Hi. You say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Use your voice.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi,
Hi.
Uncle Regan.
Hi.
Uncle
Hi.
Regan.
Hi.
Hi.
Say it.
Does she
How
hear?
are
She can't
you?
hear me.
How are
I'm
you?
good.
Say it.
Hi.
Um,
I'm how are I'm good. How are you?
she said, "How are you?" You say, "Good."
Good.
Good job.
Oh, wow.
Say wave. Say hi.
Hi.
She wearing a dress?
No. She is wearing
Her jammies?
pajamas.
Her
Oh
pajamas.
yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
dude.
speaking of children, ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Oh, here we
girls,
go.
the podcast does not know this yet.
Nope.
But I'm having a boy.
Oh, baby.
Ooh,
Oh,
yep.
baby, when you turn,
He's gonna be the best freaking middle linebacker that Minnesota's ever freaking seen. Ever.
Oh man, well, I can't wait to see that, man.
Oh man.
Is that what
He's
you're gonna
probably gonna
train
be
him up
he's
to
gonna
be a
be
middle
probably like an
linebacker?
offensive guy. He's gonna be an offensive guy for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not a defensive guy. I
Yeah,
mean, maybe
right.
he might just go completely opposite and be better at defense. I don't know. But yeah, dude, freaking having a boy. I'm excited.
Dude. What okay. Uh any boy names you got out?
Um, so I was trying to keep with like the Marvel theme.
Okay.
Um, so I was thinking Tony
Oh, okay.
Stark Leathers. Tony Stark leathers.
No,
No, I'm just
please
kidding.
don't. Okay.
Actually, you know, it's a good Reed would be a really good name.
Yeah, Reed
Reed.
Leathers.
Reed Leathers.
Yeah, that's a good one. What about Matthew Jr.? Doesn't have a
Not
reason.
happening. Not happening whatsoever.
uh, no, uh,
What
I don't
about
know.
Kenny?
Kenny?
Keanu?
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Um,
I actually know
uh,
somebody who has a kid named Keanu.
Keanu.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. What about Morgan Freeman Leathers?
Morgan
Wow.
Freeman leathers. I really like that too.
Wow.
That would not be a bad
That's
idea.
such a
Or Samuel L.
good.
Jackson leathers.
Oof. Um, uh, Michael Fauci Leathers.
Like, oh, I
Or
don't know.
Fauci.
I don't know about
How
that
about
one.
Fauci Leathers?
Donald,
Well, first name Fauci.
Joe Biden leathers, something like that.
Donald Trump Leathers. Oh, rip.
Rip.
She's she is getting into it.
She loves the podcast. Can you say podcast? Podcast.
Wow.
Good job.
I could see
Say
her actually like mouth
podcast.
the whole thing.
Podcast. Podcast.
You guys got to give her a freaking haircut. She's got the freaking mullet growing in the back there.
She's a girl. It's
I
what
don't freaking
happens.
care.
You're not shaving the girl's hair. You're letting her hair just grow out.
Oh man.
And then you cut it when it's longer.
I don't know.
Right
dude.
now, she kind of looks like a boy just with no hair.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you guys have already, you know.
Haven't transitioned her yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting. We're still waiting on the results.
Big results.
Oh, podcast. You say podcast?
Dada.
Bye.
She goes, contest.
Dada.
Okay. Well,
Oh, so what does
Yeah.
the loser have to do in fantasy?
so they do a like at the end of the year we'll have a pogo thing or like we'll have a spin the wheel. We'll have like a spin the wheel or like those what's the pogo or the bogo or what's the thing?
Yeah. The Plinko.
Planko. Yeah, Planko.
Plinko.
And they'll have all like the loser loser what do you thingies on the bottom of them punishments and yeah and then who if the loser has to do one of those we still have yet to have one of the losers actually do it though this will be the second
I
year
feel
we
like
do
if
it.
Sean loses it, he will definitely do it.
Yeah, Sean's gonna do it 100%. But he's
I don't think
he's winning
Sean's a
this. Oh wait, no,
baby.
he lost. Do you? That's right.
He lost to me. Yep.
I think so. It's if Michael loses, he'll do it. I don't know about Brian. We'll see.
But I for sure
I have
don't.
faith in him.
I
I
will
have
not
hopes.
lose
What's that?
because I lost. Because I won this week, I for sure will not lose.
Yeah, because you won this week, you for sure will not lose.
But if I had lost, then I really gotta.
Yes, you'd still be in it. Because right now, the people that are going to be in it, if the scores are what they are now, because Sean's done, he's got no one running. So you would be out, Forrest would be out, or Run Forrest Run, and Dastros would be you guys would not be considered for um the uh the loser punishment. People who are in the run still for the loser punishment, Brian or Rhymes with Kicker, Sean or Hunting for a Win, and Colonel Bijan Mustard. Colonel. But he didn't even start Chris Olave. He didn't have any of his guys playing. Oh, because he didn't really have anybody. Well, he had Devontae Smith. What the heck? That's interesting.
What?
Well, it's like he purposely lost, or
Your
he just
brother?
didn't. No, Michael Forrest, because Chris Olave. Oh, I guess wasn't Nico Collins out? Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Olave was out too. So you had two guys. Well, did they go out? Nico Collins was out before the game.
I think he hurt. Oh, Tank Dell. No, wait, he was in.
No,
I
that
think
yeah,
last week Tank Dell broke his ankle or something like
yeah.
that or something.
And so like he knew well before the game started that Chris Olave and Nico Collins were out
And who's that?
before
Which one? What's his name?
Colonel Bijan Mustard, Michael Francis.
Mm-hmm.
So those two guys he knew were out. Well, he should have known because they were designated with the out before the game started, and he could have started, somebody else, but he had Marquise Brown, but he was questionable. He didn't even get. I don't think he even played. Heel injury, Josh Winton. Brown dealt with a heel injury prior to
Bijan Robinson got minus 0.1. Wow.
Yeah, dude. Well, and but like this is the thing that I love about my team. I had minus 5 points from my defense, the Chargers, and I'm still one of the top scoring teams in the
Why
league.
do you have the Chargers defense?
I was because well, this is what I did. They were projected because last time they played Las Vegas, they freaking demolished them. But I was already considering moving them because I didn't want my defense going against Devonte Adams. So I was already considering buying getting a player. It's a Thursday night game, by the way. So I needed to act fast. And so one of the players I did want was just added to the waiver wire. And I was like, there's a chance I might get it or I might not get it. And so I decided I'll just kind of bite the bullet here. And freaking it paid off, baby. Top scoring. I mean, right now, um, I'm freaking one of the top scoring, the top scoring team in the freaking league right now. And it seems like
Must be
nothing
nice.
is going to stop me until San Francisco is they've clinched their playoff and bye, and then I will be in trouble because Christian McCaffrey and Debo Samuel probably will not play that game, and so I'm hoping, really hoping that
You talking about the last round of the playoffs?
yeah, that's gonna be if I make it to that, that's gonna be probably my falling. So I saw something.
Oh my gosh, we have 3 games left of the regular season.
I mean, after this week is 2, but yeah,
Oh my gosh, football has gone by
Dude,
so quick, dude.
I know. I know, dude.
Jeez.
Um, but yeah, dude, that's so that's gonna be the hardest thing about this this I guess playoff is is just getting somebody that's gonna play consistent throughout the playoffs.
Well, it's a good thing you got Aaron Rodgers because he's coming back anyway.
He's playing anymore. I probably should drop him. I was hoping that he would play if they were
I
still
think
because
he's.
now they're eliminated.
Oh,
So
yeah,
there's
he
no
probably
point
ain't
in
doing it
Yeah, he ain't gonna play.
unless he's just like, you know what? Let's just give it a shot.
Maybe. I mean, I heard like he was like goofing around a lot, like with the defense and picked off somebody or something like that, and people were yelling and getting all pissy. At him.
No,
What are you doing?
you're gonna break your ankle. or
But
you're gonna tear your Achilles again. You're gonna
yeah,
break your ankle.
yeah,
Mm.
dude. Frick, dude. Um, yeah, that's fantasy football for you.
Fantasy football.
And
We talk about it all the time.
well, that's
This is what
it's a
we call
huge topic
boys.
for us
Boys
guys.
being boys.
Yeah. Well, you excited for the big pod today, dude? Freaking big
Dude,
pod.
I'm freaking excited, man. We'll see. We'll see how
Oh,
excited I am.
do you want to talk on the pre-show about the big change up? Not like a huge change up, I guess. The new I guess okay. So if you guys are listening and want to know what's kind of going on, Matthew and I have decided to put a little bit more effort into just making consistent videos, short videos, but more just kind of a goofy videos. I'm kind of realizing it's hard, dude. It's hard to just to make content rather than just to come on here and talk. I don't know.
Yeah, we kind of just need we need people to because we have content. The podcast is plenty of content. It's
Yeah.
just you have to break up the content and
Well,
edit little
yeah, we could do.
pieces and make it.
Yeah, we
But I
just
know what
got
you're
to.
saying.
Yeah. And but one of the ideas that I've always wanted to do, and if you guys don't know and have been listening, is a first time follow or listener or just started listening, Matthew and I are devoted Christians, and that's one of our things as about our show that we don't shy away from is that we love the Lord Jesus, and
As you're
we
holding Star Wars,
Mhm. I was looking at my thing. I was like, "Oh,
it's
these are
just like
crooked." But
I love my Lord and
I
Savior.
love I love
I
my
love
Lord.
my Lord and Savior. And oh,
Uh,
sorry, sorry, my bad.
geez, what was I saying?
Sorry, my bad.
Wow. Where was I at? No, but we love uh the Lord. His name's Jesus. We believe that he rose and he was God in human form, and he rose from the dead in 3 days and is the savior for the world. But I think we want to. I have brought up brought it up that I'd like to kind of start like a channel for just kind of Bible studs, and just us kind of talking about Bible studies. And so I want to talk. Well, we could. I don't know how much you want to talk about this, Matthew, and what my idea for this is. Um,
Look, guys,
but
to be honest with you, Regan was like, you know what?
I'm done.
Man, I got a favor and I just want to ask you the favor. And I said,
Please.
"Oh, what's that, buddy?" And he goes he goes, "Look, I know you invested some money in some equipment for the Goof and Goober show.
Yeah.
Um is it okay if I use it for, maybe something else that I was thinking about starting?" And I said, "You know what? Sure. Take my money and use it for something and not invite me to it. I
Hell
really
yeah.
appreciate that."
They know me.
No, but yeah, I mean, I think, well, and again, you don't have to do it with me if you don't want to,
No,
and I'm okay with doing it with
no, no,
you. Or
no, no.
if it's a thing that you want to do by yourself, by all means. But we use this as a platform
Yeah, we do.
to share the word of God through some form of outlet of Bible study, or quick scripture, quick study. Like, sure, that I mean, I think that would be awesome for us to do. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I think my idea. So this is my idea, and my whole thinking behind it, because of what I kind of vision this. Now you can. I think it'd be good for us to both do it because then we can create more content. And my idea of doing it. Okay. And this would be
I'm
more.
listening to your idea.
Thank you. This would be more
Mm-hmm.
individual content, and where we would personally kind of just each week either, I guess, just posting videos, not doing live stream at all, just making videos and then editing it and then you know doing whatever. Well, obviously before making the video, we have what we want to talk about in scripture, and then kind of just talk about it, and then kind of just like a 5-10 minute video, and then we just post it, and then people can just watch it, or we could post it on Insta. I mean, all the socials. So then it's kind of like a Bible stud, like a quick, easy Bible study that you can listen to, and then maybe comment or something like that. That what you think about it
Mm.
and what your thoughts are. Um, I don't know. There's not a whole lot. Like, I guess when I search, uh, a lot of that stuff, it's not necessarily like a huge Bible study or something like that, but it's not like, I don't know. I don't see anything like that. And maybe it's time to change, I mean, it's going to be a niche group, and maybe it'll turn out to be more of a kind of a debate type thing, because I'm sure we'll probably get a bunch of atheists commenting on all the videos. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
And by the way, guys, we're not freaking we're not canceling the Goof and Goober show.
no,
That ain't
uh,
freaking happening.
that ain't freaking happening at all. This is our first love.
If we freaking Regan and I, we go to movies and we hang out and do that stuff way too often
what
to
we
not do
love
a
to do.
podcast.
This is what we love to do, man. Dude, Isaac Evanson just liked our freaking video.
Oh no.
He's in the freaking chat, dude. I know he's in the freaking chat. What are you doing down here?
What?
My dog. I don't know. I'm coming more and more to love my dog, and she's such a. I love her. My
She's a
dog
goofball.
Roxy. She's a goofball.
Oh, dude, I
She's
just
got her
thought
own
about this
character.
since we're on the pod when we're on the pre-show. Next week, next Monday's Christmas.
Are we gonna do one on Christmas Day?
Dude. Here's what we got to do. Dude, let's
Okay.
do it on Christmas Day. Let's have a Christmas opening stream. I've got a couple
Christmas.
presents for you. You can go to Dollar Tree and give me a couple presents, whatever, just to open stuff.
Okay.
And you could have like the
Do I have
podcast
to
could
set-
literally be us
Do I have to
opening
send it
presents.
To you?
Well, we'll have to meet up somewhere. Like we'll have to meet up.
We'll do it
something.
together. Okay.
Or we could do it together, or we just meet up, swap gifts,
Oh,
something, and then we just live stream it.
I like it. I have been thinking about things I wanted to get you, so
Ooh.
I have been.
So
I
we
was like,
gotta
I
let's
wanna
do
get
like
Natalie a gift.
let's do like a gift limit thing, like
Oh gosh,
because you don't want it to be one gift and be done.
I got you an iPod. Sorry, dude.
Ugh. You could do 3 gifts. I think it doesn't have to be like we don't have to spend a lot of money on it, obviously, but 3
Okay.
gifts,
Okay.
and then you can spread out the gifts throughout the podcast that we open. That's 6 gifts total that we open,
Okay.
which would like
That.
yeah.
You know what we gotta do though? It's almost maybe that's what we'll do at New Year's Eve. We gotta finally give away our giveaways.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it's true.
I mean, I know we promised like as soon as we hit 100 followers, we're at 90. Dude, we're
Are we
so
really?
close. Yeah,
So
dude.
close.
We're so close to it. Maybe let's also we could talk about I don't know if you want to talk about this on the show or pre-show or whatever. Jonathan
Jonathan, what?
Majors.
What
Jonathan
happened?
Majors. He was found guilty of the assault and harassment. And he's officially fired from Disney. So there's that. That's huge. I mean, it's
No.
not necessarily huge. I think we already knew that he was going to be fired.
Convicted of assault, dropped from
Yeah, he's dropped from
Marvels.
the Marvels, and
Wow.
so I mean, but that's one thing
Dang.
we've already kind of contemplated a little bit about on where with this whole Loki season 2, and basically Loki could be the next new like villain. I don't know. Maybe we could talk about that on the actual show.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it.
Well, I
We
mean,
knew it.
we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes because yeah, I don't know. Well, oh shoot, dude, you know what I got to do? I got to freaking pull up the freaking thing. Wait, did we show people the song? We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. Okay, there's the spoiler. Okay, does our media working? We'll find out, huh?
I guess we might as well give it a shot.
Well, do you want to start it?
All
Start the
right, let's
show?
do it.
You want to
Let's
start the
freaking
show?
start the show. Let's do
All
it.
right. Okay, I'm pressing it.
Going live.
Oh, it's doing it again. Are you doing it? Did you press it? No?
I'm not.
I
I
pressed
did.
it.
I did. It's not working.
Okay, maybe it's because we're both pressing it. I don't know. I do need to make a marker though if we're gonna start it in. I don't know why it's doing this, dude.
Me either.
We've never had a huge problem with it till now. I don't understand. Uh-oh. Yeah-oh. Somebody got in the pooper. Yeah, typical. What in the world? This is just weird because we have our soundboard and like nothing's working within the app. It's kind of just dumb right now. It's being very dumb. And I don't like it. Or maybe it's just I have to load it. I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Um did I'm pretty sure we showed the Christmas special that we okay. If we haven't, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. But if you case you guys didn't hear it. Matthew, I'm gonna do this. Sorry. In case you guys didn't
In
hear it,
case you didn't know.
I have to do that. Here is the Goof and Goober Christmas Techno Christmas. Enjoy.
We've definitely listened to this.
Circuits, wires glow. Santa sleigh in neon, ready to go. Through the digital snow, he rides with cheer, techno Christmas vibes. Loud and clear, binary caroler singing in cold.
Regan loves listening to the music that he makes. I wouldn't bother. Chocolate bushes, chocolate trees, chocolate flowers.
We got to do like a
Chocolate
music video for this,
days,
dude. That's maybe what we should do.
chocolate bitches. I can say.
I still have. So Matthew, I'm making a song for Matthew here for his
Oh,
Christmas. And I gotta send it. I thought I sent it to you. Didn't I send it to you? Maybe I
yes, you
didn't.
did.
I did send it to you.
You did.
But I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Let's where are you? Matthew's Christmas. And it's a banger, dude. It's a freaking banger. Listen to this. Shoot. I gotta turn. Oh, wait.
Let me also tell you something, guys. I myself, when I went to Texas,
Yeah.
you are my one and only star, my Christmas star. Dun
Ooh,
dun
wow.
dun dun dun. My Christmas star, I go to school with you. Then you jumped in my car to be with you. I go to school, my 50th daddy low. Hey, oh. This is too good, actually. I gotta find. Oh, jeez.
Wow. Oh my word, man! It doesn't get any
Oh.
freaking better than that. Wow.
Wow. That was too good, man. That was
We
actually
still
really
got
too
it,
good.
dude. We still freaking
got
got
it.
it. Oh, I saw him sharing my screen.
Yeah, good thing you stopped sharing
Oh
your screen. 'Cause
gosh,
we
dude.
could have definitely been screwed.
That could have been bad. Well, I don't know what's going on with their friggin' things, dude.
We could do that on the back end, right?
Yeah, I can do it on the back end. Oh, I have yet to freaking do oh whatever. We'll just do this. Okay. Um yeah, dude. I'm freaking ready. Whenever you are, I guess. That's what we gotta do.
All right.
Right on a beat.
Starting in 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Monday, December 18th.
Mm-hmm.
And today, I mean, we got the freaking podcast today, ladies and gentlemen, the Goof and Goober Show. We are on episode 43. Guys, we are
Dang.
almost close to 50, which is crazy. Now, I for granted, we started a couple weeks after January. We didn't start on the first like Monday of January, and we could be over 50, and we took a couple weeks off here and there, but we're really freaking close to that 50 mark. And so just everybody give yourself a round of applause. Regan, I'm sure you can edit this in later, but round of a friggin' applause. Like I said last time, is that every single week that we go through this, that percentage just gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yep.
And we're becoming not what a lot of podcasts become. So
It's true.
keep that in mind. If you haven't checked it out already, quick little plug here before I plug in my old confidant, my compadre, my consigliere.
Mhm.
Make sure to check out our Instagram page. Make sure you check out our
Oh, yeah.
Facebook. Check out our LinkedIn. Check out our Podbean, our Spotify, YouTube, Twitch. It's all under the Goof and Goober Show. You should be able to find it. And follow the pages. We're getting really close to our goal of hitting 100 followers on Instagram. We're 10 away. We're at 90 right now. And that means we can do some giveaways.
Yep.
The man, the myth, the legend in himself, without plugging us anymore. The man who just got a fresh do, who
Mhm.
formerly used to have a really weird faux hawk looking thing
Back in the day.
back in the day. My man, my legend, the guy, the the peanut butter to my jelly,
Yeah.
the uh, eggs to my French toast, or eggs to my bacon, the the butter to my toast, the shredding of my chicken. Regan Dvorak.
Hey guys. Um guys, thank you for just listening in. Sorry that it's been so long. It's just, busy, busy, busy. This is the busy season of Christmas. It's the new year. I don't know
Mm.
if you guys are like freaking ready or freaking pumped, but yeah, I'm freaking ready. I'm freaking ready to roll and ready to freaking go. That's what I'm all about. So yeah, like Matthew says, it's important for us to know where you guys are coming from and what you guys are liking from what the show. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun jazz. We are almost to 100 followers on Insta, which you know what that means, Matthew. The giveaway. Yep. Yep.
Giveaways. We've got a lot of freaking stuff to freaking give away, actually.
Yes.
So, like, it's just sitting in my room, like, just waiting. But that's okay. You know what? Well, you know what I always say?
What do you say?
God's timing. It's freaking
Mm,
God's timing. No matter
mm,
what. Actually, speaking of this, and I actually probably should have talked about this um,
in the
in
pre-show.
the pre-show, but and he may be listening because I
Oh,
told him I actually I run a podcast, so he probably will listen to
mhm,
this at some point.
maybe.
But he was messaging me about the stress of work, the
Hmm.
stress of worrying and not knowing where money's coming from
Yeah.
or where things are coming from, and I just want to remind you guys that God got our back. It's God's
Yeah.
timing. God's timing
Yeah.
is really it's his timing, and we don't know sometimes. Like
Hmm.
I told him about a story, and I think I might have said this on the podcast. I may not have, but I'll say it again. But like a couple months ago, um, I was really struggling with my job, and struggling with financial stuff, and I just took a moment and literally just stopped, put my hands up in the air, and just started praying.
Right.
And after that moment, like it's just kind of been uphill. It's not always uphill, right? It goes up and down, but you know, in business, you always, as Regan and I know, trends always is up and to the right. And so
Hmm.
when I kind of let God take control, that's usually when it goes up and to the right. And when I take control, it usually goes down and to the right, which is not what you want. So, Paul, if you're listening to this, um, it holds true. I promise you. Um, as it says in Matthew 6:25, it says that that is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough to drink or food or drink, or even enough clothes to wear. And then it also says these things dominate the thoughts of unbelievers, but your heavenly Father already knows all of your needs. Seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. Let him take it. But
Just freaking let him take it,
back to the
man.
to the serious note. Or the not so serious note. Follow our Instagram page. Help us get to 100.
Hmm.
We'll probably be doing. We should just do a Christmas giveaway anyway. But if we get 100, we'll do another giveaway. We'll do
Yeah.
something else because we got multiple prizes we can give out. And then be on the lookout for Christmas. I bet you we'll just do that on Christmas. Um,
Ooh, and then well, I
yeah.
mean, Matthew, we talked about this in the pre-show. But next week is Monday, and Monday means Christmas. So, are we?
Christmas.
Quick question. I bet the viewers and everybody who's listening is dying to know: are we podcasting? Are we going live
We are
on
freaking
on
going live.
Christmas?
We are going freaking live. But,
Like,
it's not going to be like one of these. I don't think we're going to be talking about a movie, but maybe we'll just be talking about Christmas, talking about, the birth of Jesus Christ, maybe
mm,
talk about just some Christmas movies that we really like, do some overviews on that stuff. But yeah, I say we go live on Christmas, man.
Well,
Like,
the other thing is
hmm,
that I mean, yeah, totally, totally go live on Christmas. But there are movies coming out.
oh, tell me.
Aquaman, I
Oh,
believe, is coming out.
shoot. That's this weekend.
I believe so.
Let me look.
And I like this is the hard thing about like
It comes out this week. Oh,
uh
wow.
yeah, December 18th. No wait, Thursday is when it comes out.
So if we're gonna go see this, by the way, and this is what Regan and I do, we just plan it. But so quick plans, I guess, because I
Yep,
don't know
yep,
if you
yep,
want to
yep.
see this one together. I'd rather see it with you and not by myself. Because if I go by myself, I may leave. Because I have no ties to the movie other than
Well, that's
money.
it's just me too. I
So the second thing is if you're there, then I feel more obligated to be there the entire time and to not fall asleep.
oh
Thor,
gosh.
shut up. Sorry guys, I have a dog that just will not shut up. Um but the problem is I am going up north on Friday
Oh, so we'd
and
have to
then I
do it
won't get back until
Thursday.
Sunday. So we would have to do it Thursday,
Okay.
which I'm totally
Yeah.
open to. And I think they have a later show. They have a 7 o'clock showing, which I have no problem doing it if that's a time that works for you. But I actually that might be a good one to do on Christmas because then we can fill it with actual fun stuff. It might be a quick one, but then we can open presents, have a jolly old Christmas stream. Might be
Yeah.
something to think about.
Oh, dude, you know what we should go see though? The
What?
Iron Claw with Zach Efron. The
Iron
rest,
Claw.
the wrestling one. The Three Brothers
When does that come out?
this Friday.
Oh, it does come out this Friday.
Oh wait, there's one in the Alamo in Woodbury.
Alamo Draft House.
Yeah, Tyler just sent me a thing about that whole thing.
You've never been to Alamo Draft House?
No, because she was telling me about like because you sit down and eat food while you're dining and watching like the
Yeah. We
like
have
when
them
you're
in
doing that.
Texas. They're
Yeah.
predominantly
Well,
in Texas because
when
they
it's
have Alamo.
Alamo, I was like, oh, yeah. Wonder where
No,
they're
that's
from.
I've taken Kaylee to Alamo Draft House quite a bit, just not in Minnesota because it's so far away.
Yeah, this one's
But
pretty east of the cities. Well, it's just east of where I'm at, actually. If you
but yeah, dude, they do a lot. So the cool thing with the Alamo Draft House too, is that you could go in there like 30 minutes early, 35 minutes early. And it's not like a waste of time, 30, 35 minutes. They actually show like um they have like themed previews essentially. So like if you're gonna go watch Willy Wonka or let's say Aquaman for an example, the
yeah.
whole beginning is they're gonna show like animated old DC stuff and
Oh, really?
like old retro stuff
That's pretty
and
cool.
yeah, I think that's where I do like this type better because at least Alamo Draft House and there's another one called Flicks Brew House that's in Austin
Mm-hmm.
that I took Kaylee to go see Wonka. Everything before the movie was like, you want to go there because you're just like, oh, dude, I didn't even know that this was a thing. Like, not just random stupid advertising that the normal theaters do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
get your Geico, save big money at Menards, and that crap.
Man.
So, but yeah, I think it's good, and I really enjoyed it. Kaylee, I know, really she doesn't like going to the movies all too much, but when I say, hey, you want to go to Flicks Brew House or Alamo Draft House, she's like,
Dude.
oh,
Oh,
yeah,
so
sure.
yeah. Well, Tyler would be down for that. She loves those types of things too.
It's expensive though.
It's yeah, for sure.
It's like 100. It's at least $100 a night.
So tonight we're gonna be reviewing Wonka. If you guys don't know already, but when we went and saw Tyler and I, my wife and I went and saw Wonka, we went to a little bar called the Dog House.
The
And man, it was an interesting bar, very open. They had a bull, the bull riding thing, the electric bull riding thing,
Mm-hmm. You
and
went to
dark.
Maplewood?
Yeah, it's in that area. I know we went to.
I just looked it up.
Where the frick am I? And it, we ordered all these our what do we call them? Our appetizers, and they came in dog bowls, like actual dog bowls. I was like, that is so ironic for the name of this place.
Oh, huh.
So
How
funny,
creative.
so good, dude, so good. But yeah, that was the fun part about going to the movies. But we went to a Marcus, and I haven't been to a Marcus in forever. But it's so
Ooh,
expensive compared to Imagine, dude.
Marcus.
Yeah, dude. Imagine will
Marcus
forever
Theater.
have our hearts. And if any Imagine people want to like sponsor us or anything like that, where we'd love to. We'd love to.
Yep.
And thank you.
Yep. Do you know how
'Cause-
much free advertising you've gotten already?
Oh, oh, man.
So much. Did
Just
you
your
guys see
local
our Father's Day
boys.
video?
Probably didn't.
Yeah,
We
probably
sent
didn't.
it to like so many people, and nobody wanted to comment. Nobody wanted to be like, "Oh, that's a great,
Oh,
great
fantastic video.
video."
Just all the same people that do it anyway.
Well, maybe we should make a music video off of the famous Techno Christmas, which I should post that on our page or maybe somewhere. I think that would be fun. Maybe, who knows?
Mm. Oh.
I don't know. Maybe
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, dude. Oh, by the way,
Ooh.
so I have dude, I freaking got myself back into the freaking P Club talk, baby. Freaking got
Ooh,
myself back into the
he's
P
back
Club
in
talk.
it, man.
I'm
He's
freaking back,
freaking
dude. I'm
back,
freaking back, man.
man.
Oh man,
Wow,
dude, we're gonna go to some Bolivia or something. I don't know. They said it's gonna be bigger and better than last year. Last year was pretty dang good. But so I got to. I was messing with Kirkland, my manager
Mm-hmm.
or my director,
Yeah.
and every time I close a deal, I message him and I say, um, "See you at P Club 2024." Like every single time, and he's like, "See you at P Club, sir." And then so I was like, oh, I gotta change it up a little bit. I gotta spice it
no.
up a little bit. And I was like,
What'd you
"Me
do?
lord," I sent the message, "Me lord, I shall soon accompany you to President's Club in the year 2024." And he doesn't know that I know this, but he's a Dungeons and Dragons person, so he does role playing.
Oh, does he? Kirk? Oh,
Yeah,
Kirk does not seem like a
he
D&D.
plays Dungeons and Dragons. Yep. He also just bought a freaking like massive, not massive, but super expensive Mercedes Benz vehicle.
Oh,
And I was like, oh gosh. But he's a big Dungeons and Dragons nerd. So I was like, "Me lord, I shall soon accompany you to President's Club of the year 2024." And he goes, "That you shall, good sire." And then I sent him a gif of of a guy kneeling. And then he sends one of him being knighted, of someone being knighted with a sword. And then I messaged him today because I closed another one. I said, "Brethren, I come bearing good news." And he goes, "Good tidings, you say?" "Yes, me lord. Another Vienna sausage has chosen the path of success." So like our saying is like we turn hot wieners into winners. Like we want to change a hot dog stand from a hot dog stand into like a really good business, you know?
mm-hmm.
So wiener to winner. So I said that's why I said
Oh no.
I probably broke it. But I was like, "Me lord, I shall." Or another Vienna sausage has chosen the path of success, and he goes, "'Tis great news, 'tis great news indeed, my steed. I reckon I shall see thou at President's Club." And I said, "Me lord, I shall accompany you and thy fellow successors to President's Club."
That's good.
But no, it was good. I thought it was funny.
That's great.
And to be honest with you, like, and you've seen it, but Kirkland, my director, he's actually a pretty good guy, like overall.
Yeah.
Um, like, do I think the decisions are always like, okay, I agree with them? No, but he's a good dude,
Yeah.
and when you've worked with bad bosses, you're like, oh man, it's really nice to have a good boss. Like, you worked at places where you're just like slammed beyond no belief, and now you're with this company and you're treated of value.
Right.
Like, that's big. So I thought that was funny.
Well,
Me
that's
lord,
good. My lord.
I come bearing great news. Good tidings, you say. But yeah, it was good. All right. Sorry about that. Let's we
All
could
right.
jump into the Wonka here. So
Well, I was.
ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you want to comment about Jonathan Majors or anything like that?
Um, I'm mixed. So I think I said this on a previous podcast. I've got mixed emotions. I've got mixed emotions here because he's a good actor,
Yeah.
right? So like, he actually didn't do that bad in Ant-Man Quantum Mania, and we
Mm-hmm.
saw him in Loki. He did pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I agreed.
But this is a Ezra Miller. Is it Ezra Miller?
Yep.
This is kind of
From
an Ezra Miller
Flash.
situation, but not an Ezra Miller situation. Because I don't really like Ezra Miller as an actor, but I have no sympathy for people like that. I really
Right.
don't. And Marvel made the right choice to remove him. I will say that. The question now becomes, how do you fill the role and fill the role correctly to create success moving forward? And I think the good thing about it is that Kang can pretty much, he's got millions of them. So I think they'll be able to sell the story that it's, hey, this is a different type of Kang or something, and it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think obviously I'm devastated for the MCU and the fact that we needed a powerful villain, and now that he's leaving, we kind of lose some of that. But I also think that it's hey, Marvel's, I mean, they're sticking to their guns. Like, we can't reward bad behavior, like,
Yeah.
and I think that's just that's society in and of itself, right? Like, that's just kind of how I operate. I don't know. That's my thought process. What about you?
No, I agree. I think it's sad to see it. I 100%, and you don't want to see a person that is a good actor fall to this, and there's no excuses for what happened. Because I mean, from what it looked like, there was video evidence of it all, and you can see him basically.
There's
He was
video of it.
yeah, dude, of him. I mean, it's not like he. I don't know. I saw it. It didn't look like he was like hitting her. He was just trying to throw her back into. I mean, I don't know to the full extent of the whole thing.
I'm pulling it
Um,
up.
oh boy,
I'm
here we
watching it.
go.
Keep talking.
But from what it looked like, it wasn't like he was like really like beating her really bad. It looked like he was just trying to stop her from leaving the car or something like that. And so she got some scratches on her and her finger, and it was all kind of beat up that way. Like, got scratches on the back of her ear as well as like something happened to her finger. I don't know what. Wait, have you finished the video?
I'm watching it. It doesn't.
It's a really like blurry, so you can't really like
Yeah.
see a whole lot. But like, it didn't look like, and like they're like outside. I don't know.
Okay, she's like grabbing his arm and he's yanking his arm away.
Well, the other thing is the weird
Oh,
thing
he's trying
about
to
it.
put her back into the car, it looks like.
Yeah, yeah, and then but then he starts running away from her, which is the
Yeah.
weird part.
That
Like,
is the weird part.
I mean, I don't know to the full like
Somebody got into his house or his apartment.
I don't know.
Did I see that? Oh, he left his door open and people are just walk straight in.
I don't know about that. All I know is
I'm
what I
watching a
saw.
TMZ video. Oh, it's a body cam from a police officer.
Mm.
They're in his like condo or something. What the heck?
Are they like arresting him or what?
No, they're just following him. Ooh, we got to be we got to be careful what we comment on here cuz the last thing we want is defamation or something. Um I've got nothing I've got nothing against it. I'm just watching the video by the way. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
I
think
don't
if they
know
came up
either.
with the verdict and the verdict, I trust the legal system for the most part. Like I think that if it's clear, it's
Mm-hmm.
concise, it's something
Yeah,
that's provable, then I'm
I
going
agree.
to
And
agree with it.
right, and that's my point too, is that he is a public figure, and he should be held to a higher standard than, you know,
Some
others.
average Joe.
Average Joe, right? And this shouldn't happen. He should have respect for others, and this he should be able to have a cool, calm, collective status to himself, and this shouldn't happen. We've never seen this really with. I mean, I don't ever recall any Marvel characters, big name characters like this, uh, have this type of issue. And so,
Robert
this is
Downey Jr. before he got in the MCU, but yeah.
yeah, it was before the MCU.
Oh, I was just
And
saying before. I
yeah,
literally said that. So,
I meant
like,
during while they were a character.
oh, gotcha. So
Um,
now the clarification comes out. Okay, fair
yeah,
enough. Super fair.
uh,
Just get
it's
you
just
riled up.
uh,
No, 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 no. You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
oh gosh. But yeah, so I think I hope Jonathan Majors comes out of this a better man, a better person, and somehow is, you know, re re what do you call it? Rejuvenates his life or whatever to and comes to
Yeah,
know
I mean, I
Christ,
obviously if he
obviously.
changes his ways. Now, here's also like, and I can't comment like severity of violence also could be like if I push my wife like and I barely push her but then she falls down, that also it looks worse than what it is, right?
True.
So it's like I mean realistically you just don't do that in public, and if you have an issue like and you're doing it at home, like you wouldn't have those problems, right? Like just keep it in house or just don't like physically get into it, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah.
But
Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about the Jonathan Majors thing. I think that's just
okay.
news that just popped out today that the verdict came out down today. But
Sick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is going to be our segment of the Wonka movie. Uh, quick little synopsis, and then we will do our non-spoiler review, and then we'll throw in our spoiler warning, and then we'll just dive right into this. Um,
mhm.
quick little intro backstory to this. Um, as you guys have known from if you guys have been around in the world ever, Wonka, it is based off of Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory that
Hmm.
came out a long time ago, and then they had a sequel, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, that Willy Wonka came out in 1971. Charlie's Chocolate Factory came out in 2005, and now we have the newest rendition, Wonka, in 2023. The synopsis here is: with dreams of opening a shop in a city renowned for its chocolate, a young and poor Willy Wonka discovers that the industry is run by a cartel of greedy chocolatiers. It's directed by Paul King. The writers are Simon Farnaby, Paul King, as well. Roland Dahl. We. It's also going to star Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka. We've got uh, Gustave Dye as the ship engineer. We've got who else? We've got Kala Lane as Noodle, Peterson Joseph as Slugworth, Olivia Colman as Miss Scrubbit, Keenan Michael Key as the chief of police, uh, Jim Carter. It's a notable or Accubit or Jim Carter as Abacus Crunch. And I think out of all the notable ones, that's pretty much it. There's a long list of them. Stellar cast up front. Just starting off with that. Right now on on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got an 84%, which, as we all know, we can't look at the Rotten Tomato score. IMDb 7.4 out of. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the IMDb score is 7.4.
Yep, 7.4. And then on the Google users, 88% like the movie. Came out last week, December 15th. Regan, before we get into the spoilers, give us your non-spoiler rating and your quick little synapse.
This is a tough one. I mean, it's not a tough one in that is it a bad movie or a good movie. It's a tough one in that it's like I like the movie, but there's some things to it that I'm just like I didn't really like it. So I give it like a 3.9, 3.8. This is a good movie, a great movie to see with your family. You bring your kids. It's a fun movie. It just, to be honest, like it brought me back to like when I was a kid. To be honest, it really did, and it does a great job at that. And yeah, I think it's more for kids, obviously because I think Paul King, he is the director of Paddington, so he kind of already has that feel of a kind of that
Oh,
kids
by the way,
movie.
guys, Paddington's one of Regan's fall asleep movies. Just letting you know.
No, it's not. I don't. I think I've fallen asleep to it once.
You used to fall asleep to it at my house all the time. That
I
and the
think
other. There
the
was another
main
one. There's a
yeah.
kid.
Yep.
Which one's the kid one? What is it?
Um. Oh
Time
gosh,
travel
no.
train thing, right?
Adventures of Tintin.
Tin Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah. So that one is a huge. I love that one. Um. I love that movie. And it's it's because I fall asleep to it every time, and it's a great movie to fall asleep to. Just in case you wonder wondering. But yeah, Paul King is the guy who directed Paddington, and it really makes you feel like the characters, great characters. Like I love um Keegan Michael Key in this. There was just what was the who was the Oompa Loompa guy? What's his name?
Oh, the Oompa. Oh my gosh. Hugh Grant. He
Hugh
plays the
Grant.
Oompa
Yeah,
Loompa.
yeah, and that he was great. But here's the main reason why
Oh
I
my
guess I didn't like
gosh.
it.
We
What?
missed another notable person. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
We also had Rowan Atkins as the priest.
That's right.
Freaking Mr. Bean
But he
playing
wasn't
the
that
priest.
big in it. I feel like they should have made his part bigger than what it was. Um,
Yeah, but
I
he's a
think
notable actor. I
he's
didn't
a
even.
notable actor. Like Keegan Michael Keel's his part was perfect for him. I think he did a fantastic job for what he did. I just think um some of the casting wasn't the best, and this is just a movie standpoint for me. It's not saying it's just the worst thing. I just I don't, to be honest. Timothy Chalamet, I don't get why people like him so much. He's not like not the best actor. I think he did a great job in this. But it wasn't like a notable or anything special
Mm.
um for this part. And then Noodle, the Callow Lane, horrible. I was talking to my wife when I was when we got done. It was like this is just her acting was good at the beginning, and I don't know what it was, but it was good at the beginning. But then at towards the end of the movie, it just kind of like I don't like the way you're acting on this position with your character right now. Before at the beginning of the movie, just fine. I didn't have anything. I didn't have any second thoughts about it. I think it was more because they emphasized a little bit too much on her. Um, and then it just revealed a little bit more about like her acting, and it wasn't the best. So,
Mm.
and you know me, uh, your guy,
Regan as is
GG.
the big old
I'm
child
very
actor
particular
judge.
about the child actors, and she did not pass the child acting.
So she's probably the one that dropped your score pretty low, I'd assume.
She did. And I think a little bit, not like super low. I think the main thing that yeah, I think so. Actually, I think she was a big part of, big part, as well as I think I do think they casted it a little bit. They should have done differently with some of the characters and casted it a
Sure.
little bit different. But yeah,
Sure. We'll talk a little bit about that. Obviously we can't control casting and stuff like that.
nope.
But so you're sitting at a 3.9?
3.7,
You said
3.8.
3.7, 3.8. Okay, it's dropped. So we'll
Did
just
I
meet in the
did I
middle.
say 3
Yeah.
8? I thought
You
maybe I
said
said
3.9.
3 8. Okay. I thought I
We'll
gave
go
two
3.8.
numbers out there.
Nope. We'll go 3.8.
3 8.
We'll kind of meet in the middle of what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Regan's non-spoiler. My quick little spoiler or non-spoiler is I'm gonna give it a 4-1.
Hmm.
4-1. I definitely think this is a good movie. I again, and you guys, if you've listened to the podcast, I am not quite as like upset about Kid Actor, so it doesn't drop my score down. Like I'm a little bit more lenient on that kind of stuff, so I didn't really worry about it. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give this a 4-2. I'm
Ooh,
pausing. I'm giving it a 4-2.
right in
Um,
the middle.
I'm a musical guy.
Mm.
I love musicals, and this, I'm gonna be honest. Some of these songs in this movie, it hit.
Yeah.
It hit really well for me, and it
Mm-hmm.
was just like some of it was nostalgia, but it was like I actually really like Timothy Chalamet's voice. Actually, he's actually pretty good at singing. I
Yeah,
will say that,
I
and I was
agree.
not expecting that. I first off didn't expect it to be a musical.
Same.
Was not expecting that. I thought this
Same.
was going to be all story based, but it was a musical. So,
Mm-hmm.
really surprised about that. Something when we go into movies, Regan and I, we already kind of like, hey, we know this isn't going to be a musical. Like we kind of know that simple stuff going into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
This one kind of threw me off, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4-2. I'm gonna give it a 4-2. I kind of echo some of what Regan said, but we'll get into the spoilers here in just a moment. So as of right now, we are gonna cue our spoiler warning in 3, 2.
Hey there, Goof and Goober fans. Before we dive into the episode, we want to give you a heads up. Spoilers ahead. This message is equipped with our official Goof and Goober Show rating system,
We already
so
get rated
you
it.
know just what you're getting into.
Oh baby.
5-star, a must watch. Prepare for a roller coaster of emotions, jaw dropping twists, and laughs that will leave your sides aching. These are game changers. Then we have a 4-star. This is entertaining. While not quite a life altering experience, these movies and TV shows are popcorn recommended. 3 stars, average and not groundbreaking. A decent movie or episode that will still deliver the goods. It's worth a watch for dedicated fans. 2 stars, room for improvement. These movies or TV shows have their moments but fall short of our standard. And of course, 1 star. Proceed with caution, buckle up. These are trash. Well, now that you know our rating system, let's jump in. Hey there, Goof and Goober fans.
Oh,
Before we
that's right. You accidentally doubled it. It's okay. We can fix that.
Yeah.
Actually, so ladies and gentlemen, I hate technology sometimes. I really hate technology.
Yeah.
Regan, pull out your cell phone for a second. Take a look at what I just sent you. Um, I just got a message from this marketing company and literally just now got an email. And the email is about Willy Wonka and the Golden Ticket. And that I could be a winner to claim it for this marketing company. Literally just now, as we're talking about Wonka. You see that?
Yeah, I see it. What the heck?
Dude, like what the heck? I just got it just now. It's like, I hate technology sometimes because you're just like talking about stuff, and then all of a sudden, I get a message for the crap we're supposed to be talking about.
Send it to the guys that are talking about Willy Wonka.
We really, really want the Willy Wonka.
That's who we need to send it to.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into some spoilers here. So we're gonna go well, kind of character by character here, but I want to talk about a couple main characters and some storyline here as we jump in. So this movie, Wonka 2023, this is really a lot of backstory of Willy Wonka, something we hadn't really gotten from the other Wonka movies that have came out, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and um, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in the 70s. And so this was kind of a new spice, if you will, a new like thing, or just a new take on the story. Um, and really, like we get to see really Willy Wonka from a young age, where he grew up, what he had to do as a kid to be where he is, and you know, that's kind of how the movie starts. Is we learn a little bit about him and his past. We learn about where he's been, what he's been doing, um, and the connection that he has with his mother. And so, really, the first thing I want to talk about, you know, obviously starting in the show is, I mean, first things first, like talk about a freaking heart throbber throughout the movie
Oh, dude,
is this tension between him and his mom because his mom passed away. Um,
Jeez.
like I don't know about you, but I was tearing up. I was
almost
tearing
teared
up.
I almost teared up. But
It was crazy. And
yeah.
like the mom kind of just set I mean, she is this she set the standard of the movie. You got to think about that. If it wasn't for her making chocolate for Willie, we would not have had Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or Wonka.
Yeah. We wouldn't have
Yeah.
had that.
That's yeah, that's true. That's I guess I guess I don't see it that way.
Really?
It's just I don't know. I think it's a good twist on the previous Willy or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and
Wonka series is what
the
you can
Wonka
probably just call it.
series, because you can if you look back at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and all that jazz. It's not. I mean, they're Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a spinoff of the Willy Wonka, whatever. Um, but if you look at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp,
Mm-hmm.
There's some parts in there that like when he in Wonka, where I don't know how, I don't want to keep saying Charlie and the Chocolate whatever, but we'll say Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where Johnny Depp specifically talks about him in the wilderness hunting for whatever, and he finds the Oompa Loompas. And basically, in Wonka, there's kind of this a little bit of gray area where it seems like there's connection there between Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and this, that Charlie, or not Charlie, Willie basically gets his candy, and he's traveled all the around the world to understand um, chocolate. And to what you're saying though about his mother and the motivation for him and why he's traveling around the world and doing all this, um, it's a different perspective for sure. Because in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, his motivation for loving chocolate so much was because he his father. It was because of his father. But here, it's because of his mother. Um, so there's the difference between the two. But I don't know. I think so. I think there can be a love for chocolate because obviously Willie loves chocolate, even if his mom didn't love chocolate or showed him chocolate. He loves chocolate that much. So I don't know, but she is a huge part in this movie
Mm.
for Willie.
Mm.
So yeah, I can't deny that.
Yeah. I mean, we get to, and I know we're kind of jumping around. We just do it because it's our show, so screw you
Mm-hmm.
guys. Is we get to the end of the movie and we finally have our moment, right? Like a clarity, because she dies and she says, like, look, when you eat that chocolate, yeah, like I'll be there, like I'll be there when that happens.
Oh, dude.
And for me, I was like thinking to myself, at first, I was like, where'd she go? Like, is she just not there and she'll just come and show up whenever, or did she die? And obviously come to find out she ended up dying. But it also brings in the connection that we see with Noodle as well. We see that Noodle and Willie kind of have not a similar past, but really kind of a close relationship because they both have lost their parents, right? They've lost their loved one, right?
Yep.
And so the premise of the movie is that Willie obviously he's a chocolate maker, but um he ends up getting into bad debt with these people who are crooked. Should have freaking read the fine print, man. Like typical. I mean, I was like, man, you should have read the freaking fine print. You saw how long it was. I would have read that crap like
Yeah, the
instantly.
thing is, he didn't know how to read, so this kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know. Or I wouldn't have signed it if I saw it was that long and they were trying to not have me read it. But he ended up signing this document. This document essentially puts him in this bad debt with this hospitality service place. And now he's stuck with them until he pays off his debt, which is like days of work. So for every dollar is a day of work. And
Yeah.
so um like we see this connection between Timothy Chalamet and Kala Lane as Noodle, kind of grow together, if you will, and they kind of become like brother and sister, if you will, throughout this show. We kind of learn the backstories of everything.
Right.
I kind of want to know like your general thoughts of, obviously you didn't like Noodle as a character, as an
No.
actor, right? Like you didn't like that, and that's fine. But the backstory of Noodle, how brutal her whole life essentially has been, and why it came to be. So like, I want to talk about that. I want to jump straight into that.
Well, I mean, the character Noodle, I think, yes, it must be hard to freaking be an orphan, and then I mean, basically the backstory of Noodle is she was found on the doorsteps of the what's her name of Miss Scrubit
Snubbits.
and Bleacher,
Scribbits.
Scribbits and Bleacher, and they just basically took her in and made her work for the rest of her lives, and then they charged her for it. Um, charged, way over than what you should be charged or what you should do.
They're basically slaving her away for her whole life.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a, I don't know, it's a good backstory. I think this is what I think about the whole thing, and maybe I'm getting emphasizing too much on the child act on the actor and not necessarily the story, because I think the story here with all this is great. I think they did a great job on the story, and the the whole Will Wonka movie, because it makes sense and it's a great story for kids that can follow along, and kids will have fun with this 100%. Um, and like I said before at the beginning, is just like I I listened to this, I watched this, and I felt like bringing back to my childhood, and felt like I was a kid with the songs, which were so surprisingly like I like very beginning. It reminded me a little bit though at the very beginning uh, of what Sweeney Todd.
Hmm.
And do you know that movie? Did you watch that movie?
Yeah, the killer barber.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but the very beginning when they were on that boat, I guess because Sweeney Todd begins kind of the same way on a boat, and maybe it's a reference to Johnny Depp. I don't know. But he came in on a boat and then started to sing the song. And yeah, I think that's
The world of my
I
imagination.
but that's the thing, is like the whole time I don't know, maybe I'm going to talk about, we're let's focus on this because I
Go
do want to
ahead.
talk about the song.
Hmm.
But um this is a tribute to, I think, both the movies, and they do a good job of tributing to both the movies, because in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory they never sing the song or anything like that, but here they
Oompa
do.
loompa doopity doo.
They never I guess
Mm. They actually do sing a lot of songs in
they
that
do
one.
sing a lot of songs, and that's a big thing about like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, is the songs that they sing. And so this one is more of a musical slash, like like the previous two movies weren't really musicals, but this is an actual full blown musical. And I think they do a good job, though. That's what I'm saying. Trying to say is they do a really good job with the character and the character Noodles. I think this is a great character for kids to relate to, and a great character for kids to you know um, like. It is a good character. The thing I just don't like is the actor. They chose a bad actor and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
maybe I'm giving myself too much um,
Maybe I think you're giving
emphasis.
yourself too much juice on the bad acting part.
Maybe I mean maybe I'm just going too ham
too
on the bad
ham on
actor.
too ham on a child actor. Like,
Yeah, dude.
man, to the typical. No, but I think you bring up some valid points. Is that, yeah? I mean, yes, I do think that the I think these do justice to Willie and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, in kind of bringing in some of those thoughts, right? Like in
Hmm.
those movies. And
Right.
obviously we go and we see like Pure Imagination being sung like a couple times throughout the movie, and you're just like, for me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory all day, you know? And just sprinkling through, I think that, agreed 100%. And the kid itself, like, I agree. I think the story itself, although maybe the acting wasn't up to T, um, her character was believable, and something that people can relate to. Um, Next thing, let's talk about Michael Keegan Michael Key,
Yep.
because I've got a lot to talk about this one,
Oh god.
and I think you do as well. But let's talk
Mhm.
about it. Go ahead, Regan. Just lay it out there.
This guy, I mean, every movie he's in, I love. He does a great job. Keegan Michael Key is a phenomenal comedian, actor, and he he really owns up to his character for sure. But I don't know how much pull and how much weight he has in these types of
Is that
movies.
a pun? Was that pun intended or
Oh,
pun unintended?
it was
He's got a
unintended,
light.
but
He's got a lot of weight to
but then
pull on
I
his.
do, yeah. I mean, it's funny because he's playing this police officer, corrupt cop, police chief, who's working for the other chocolate makers, and they bribe him with chocolates. It's like chocolate in this world is their way of buying, is like
Money.
currency in
It's
some
like
way.
currency.
Yeah, yeah. And but it's I think it's so funny because I mean it's funny that they're making, I mean, they're making fun of fat people. And I was like thinking about it. I'm like, I'm really happy they did that. Like it's like they weren't scared of doing it, and I'm happy they're gonna probably get some crap for it, no doubt. But I was like, there, because
Mm.
like throughout the whole series he's gaining weight and he gets bigger and bigger,
Every
and
time he
it's,
gets on the screen, he's just
yeah,
a
and I
little bit
loved it.
heavier.
And it's so funny, and oh man, I loved that part. I think that was bold, and it needs to be celebrated, especially in today's day, where you can't do that necessarily. People, you'll be looked down upon if you do that. So I don't know, but
Mm.
that's,
As a member of the fat community, I thought it was funny.
yeah, it's just but like I love that, and I love that he owned up to it, um, and that, yeah, he did a fantastic job. I think with the character he played here, I think they did a great choice with this, with putting him as the chief of police, because he does a fantastic job. That was a great choice for Keegan, for
Mm.
putting him as the chief of police. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I echo everything that you're saying. I just kept thinking about Aaron and him doing the skits with Key and Peele, and
Oh yeah.
like I just thought I was laughing the entire time because I think this is one of the first movies I've really watched that he's in it. Like he's in it, and he's
Yeah.
actually playing like he's playing a pretty serious role, I would say. Like obviously he's goofy, but like overall his role plays a big part in the movie essentially. Versus like what was the other one where he was buying the shower thing? Was that what was
Buying
that?
the shower
Um uh Nick, Kurt,
thing. Buying the
Dale. What is that from? Horrible Bosses 2. He was in Horrible Bosses 2, and it was kind of like a Shark Tank scene where they were selling like this shower thing, and he was in it. But like this is the first movie I've watched where he's like a big decent role in the movie. Like,
Mm,
and I thought he absolutely crushed it.
yeah.
Hilarious. Like the guy's cues on words, the guy's cues on timing, the guy's cues on how to deliver, um, facial recognition, his body movements. Like the guy's a dude, and I think him running Key and Pill, essentially, like him and the other guy. What's his name? Um, who's the other guy? Peel.
Peel.
Oh my gosh,
What's
what
his?
the heck is his name? Key and Peele. Key and Peele. Started in 2012.
Jordan.
I need to know this now. I need to know this. The frick.
Who you're trying to figure out?
Key and Peele. Hold up. I'm sorry.
I don't know who you're talking about. Then
Cast. Jordan Peele. Sorry. He's the one.
that.
You said Jordan? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Then you said
Jordan
who?
Peele was the one. He is the one who directed Get Out.
Hmm.
He did that. But him being on Key and Peele, like, I mean, it set him up for success because he did so many different like skits and shows that this show, like, he just fit right in, or this movie he fit right in.
Mm.
But what I what I find the funniest part is at the end of the movie, he's he's trying to get out of the car.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to get out of the car and he's just stuck in the car. And he finally gets out and he's like, man, the car shrunk.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about, dude.
the dang car shrunk. And I'm like, no, it didn't. You
That
just got
it's
fat.
a kid comedy. Like kids are gonna laugh
yeah.
at that because they laugh. I mean, it's not to be offensive or anything, but it's just true. Kids laugh at fat people.
Yeah, it's true.
They're just gonna laugh at things that they don't really know about, and that was something that kids don't know about. And so, but yeah, yeah, it's just like
Is that why you laugh at me?
all the time, dude.
Oh,
I'm
typical.
just like,
So if I wasn't fat anymore, you wouldn't laugh at me anymore. I wouldn't be as funny. Typical. So freaking typical. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, so there's that. But then we also, the other big scene that we want to talk about, because I want to bring back Noodle, because this is kind of what we'll tie everything off at. Um, a part of Noodle's story was that she was an orphan, but what happened was that she was found on the doorstep. But what really happened was that one of the chocolate militia guys, his his brother had ended up dying,
yeah,
and his wife had a kid, but she couldn't afford to have the kid by herself and to raise the kid because she had no money, and so she was like, brought brought the child to the militia chocolate guy, but he saw her as a threat and basically just got rid of her. Took her to the hospitality service or whatever that was, and was like, "Hey, here you go, Merry Christmas." Just left it on the doorstep. First things first, that hit me pretty bad. That was like a, man,
Like-
this guy is a douchebag. Like,
Right.
his character, like, not the guy, but he's a douchebag. Like, that is terrible. Who would do that? Like, no one. Like, if money, and this is money is the root of all evil,
right.
but like, money and the fact that she was part of your bloodline is why you didn't want her. That's ridiculous. I hate
Yeah.
that. Hate that with a passion. But then the second thing is to tell her that her mom died. Like, just telling him that the mom died or whatever, and just whatever. Like, that also is like a big piece. And so, come to find out, we found out that Noodle's mom actually didn't die. She was still alive, and one of the team members in the laundry gang used to work for telecommunications before being stuck in debt. And so she went and found where her mother's at. And we get this beautiful scene right at the end of the movie where Timothy is singing Pure Imagination. and he's like singing it really soft, really like, I mean, really emotional. To be honest with you,
Well, yeah. Can I mean,
yeah. Interject. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interject, but like I think that point is him singing that song at that time, because throughout the movie there are some songs that sound very very similar to that, and you think, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is it, they're going to sing the song, but it's not. And they don't sing it until that very moment, and it's, my phone just dropped, sorry. But like it's pivotal, can't
Pivotal.
talk, pivotal, uh because of, where they are, and it's what you've kind of been wanting, because as a viewer, as a watcher, as the person who's engaged in this story and has watched the previous, Wonka, Willy Wonka's and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is just like, that's the song that has defined Charlie and the or Willy Wonka. And that moment is really where basically Willy Wonka becomes Willy Wonka. And
Yeah.
so I think that's a really pivotal point for the story, because that's where he starts it all, and then he starts doing it all, starts making the chocolate factory.
Yep.
So
One
yeah,
hundred percent. Yeah. I mean, it is the pivotal point. I mean, really, it totally. I mean, you're absolutely right because they kind of like teased us throughout the whole
yeah,
movie of like, oh man, they're about to sing in a world of OSHA violations. Uh, have you ever seen that? There's like Instagram posts and it's like edited in a world of OSHA violations of like roofers on a roof, like hanging from a rope that's tied, that's just nailed
oh
in with
no,
one nail. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's a pivotal point for Willy Wonka, him becoming Willy Wonka, the one we know about. But also, it's just like it's a great scene because it also, I mean, Noodles reunited with her mom as
right,
well. And that play, like that was really touching to me. I know my wife was tearing up and I was trying
hmm,
not to tear up during that period because it's just like
yeah,
you see the story, you see like how dark and how crappy she lived her whole life and now she's kind of got something to be pulled out from, and it's your mom. Like it's
yeah,
like like I don't know about you, but I'd be crying too if that was the case. Like I'd be bawling running after her, like that's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's a lot of stuff obviously we could talk about with this movie, but generally speaking, I think Regan and I could both probably agree is that this is something, hey, go check it out. Like,
yeah,
it's not a perfect movie by any
mhm,
means. It's not, but it's a good movie.
yep,
And I would watch it again for sure. I'm definitely listening to the soundtrack. Uh
oh yeah,
so far, my favorite one is "A World of Your Own." That's my favorite song so far in the Wonka soundtrack. Um,
check it
we'll
out.
see. We'll see what moves forward. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude our overview of Wonka. If you like what we do, you think it's what?
I just feel like we should have had like a promo or some kind of like a video, you know, exiting us out of
Exiting us out.
the danger zone, I guess. You know what I mean?
The danger zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that maybe.
I don't know. You
Figure
don't have
something
to.
out.
I'm not saying we have to,
But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the Wonka
but
review. Um, be on the lookout for next week, Christmas Monday, the
mm,
25th. We will be streaming. I assume that you won't be doing anything Christmas night. Most people don't. It's just a chill hangout time.
yeah.
But we're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be doing some potty on that day. We'll be opening up some Christmas gifts. We'll be we'll be having a good old time. We'll go see Aquaman on Thursday. Is the plan, or it's not the plan?
We'll find out. Uh, yeah, something like that.
We'll try to figure something out, see if that's what we're doing. If not, we'll let you know. Um, follow us on Instagram, follow us on our plugs. You can pretty much find us on anything at this point with the Goof and Goober Show, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Oh gosh, there's a long list of them.
So much, dude.
Make sure to follow, leave a comment, let us know what's your favorite of the three: Willy Wonka, Charlie the Chocolate Factory, or Wonka. Out of the three Wonka series, let us know what your favorite one is. Give us your list. I'm gonna give you my list really quick. I'm gonna give Willy Wonka number one, Wonka number two, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory number three. That is my list.
And I would agree with that. I think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is probably my least favorite.
Least favorite, watchable, but least favorite.
Yeah. And I don't. I guess. I think maybe. I don't. Whatever. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna.
What?
Be going
What?
too
What?
much.
Oh
But maybe
man.
I'm thinking maybe Willy Wonka. I mean, it was. I mean, you have to put it at number one just because it was so such an interesting movie for people, and I don't know. It was bringing up like new ideas of
Mm-hmm.
that whole perspective of bringing to life this huge imagination of one man. And so yeah,
Pure
you kind of have to.
imagination.
I agree with yours actually. Wonka's probably number two, and then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory number twice.
Number threes.
Trees.
But ladies and gentlemen, unless Regan had anything else to say, we're
Nope.
solid. Check us out. We'll be back next week. Make sure that you're on, and we'll see you there.